and welcome to the radio trivia segment of this telethon, or whatever the heck we call this thing now. Live stream for charity, whatever. I'm old-fashioned. This is a shoutcast stream, right? And I'm here with the founder, Jonathan Metz.
Hi. What port are we streaming on?
God, I don't know, 8,000 something or other.
Yeah.
And also, since it's a new year, we're sort of doing that too. It's Greg Lee.
Hello there.
Hi. So this is going back to our roots. Radio trivia for the telethon. It is a tradition, but really, radio trivia was originally a live show. So this is really the purest form of this show. We are trying to do a full episode here, so we're going to cram a whole episode worth into a tight window of 1 hour. So we might be a little brisk.
It's a good thing you brought on guests who aren't known for talking too much.
Yeah, I didn't plan that very carefully, did I? Well, there'll be an appendix to this podcast, no. So this is episode 160 for those not listening live. Assuming the audio successfully is recorded and I get a copy of that.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, James.
Just as a heads up, you are now at least live on the audio stream.
Oh, good. And you're taking care of that archival copy for us?
Yes, I am.
Reassuring, yes. Okay.
I looked at the thing to make sure it was still recording and confirmed that yes, it was.
Oh, excellent. So 5 games, 3 songs each. We do have a hint question to help you out. We do want to try to bring in guests for people that get the right answer. So Johnny, can you very quickly give the rundown on how you can submit your guests and come on?
Yeah, you can submit your guests in Discord. That's our official chat, so I think we should be using that. So you can send me a message in Discord, and make sure that you at me, so that the whole world doesn't see it. And I'll get the first winner, and we'll try to bring you in over Skype. If you've got Skype, if you want to be on the show, get Skype going. We'll try to make it work.
Yeah, and we do have prizes. I've been told Carmine does have his traditional list of prizes. So if you're the winner, you'll work with Carmine and get your prize offline. That's not the right term, but you know what I mean. Okay, I don't want to mince words too much. We do only have 1 hour, so we're going to start with the first game here. So this is Game 1, Song 1. Okay, so that was the first song from the first game. Hope you liked it. We do have a giveaway word. Sorry for not saying that earlier. It is PictoChat. Again, the word is PictoChat. You can submit in the form for the charity page on NintendoWorldReport.com for a chance to win a prize.
NWR.com.
Woo.
By the way, we're getting a couple guesses. Keep them coming. Direct message me. I'm on Discord, JohnnyBoy117. I'm in the charity stream telethon channel. So you'll find it on our website.
Speaking of charities, we are now at $4,135 over our original goal, but keep it coming, guys. I'm sure there are stretch goals. Yes, there are. Please, please donate. That one's a little more pensive. We do have a hint question if you haven't figured out the game, and please do try to avoid guessing the game in the main chat room if you can avoid it, people playing along live. The hint question is, what is the name of the final tier of unlockable levels? I can't talk. Unlockable levels. All right, and do we have a winner to bring in for the next after we play the third song?
I'm not sure yet. Sorry, trying to make sure people aren't guessing in the chat room. We're getting into the flow.
All right.
Yeah, let's put up that hint question and go on into the last song, and we'll work it out.
Okay. I had to cut that song a little bit short, but I think we heard enough of it. We do have a winner, McMahon, but it sounds like he may be struggling to join. Trying to see if there's something I need to do here. Let's see here.
Hey, yeah, we're working on it. Sorry, it might be a minute. Maybe we can. How are we doing the hint question, Mike? Are we taking another winner from the chat? Or
No,
are we
no,
gonna...
we're just gonna talk about it. So
Okay, we'll make it a bonus for McMahon if we can get him on the line.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we can answer it ourselves.
Give it a minute. If not, he can still hopefully join us to discuss the game. I don't want to hold this up too long.
I understand. Yeah, we're juggling Discord and Skype here, so it's a little tough, but it can work. Also, Skype is, of course, different every single time that you use it, so that makes it a real challenge to. Yeah, so I can't let it go by without a little complaint.
Greg, did I not make the same complaint before we started?
Certainly did.
Yeah. It's just a fact of life when you work with these programs.
Yes. In the meantime, I guess we can say that hint question, the code word again, which was PictoChat. Not to be confused with what we used to refer to as. Please spell it correctly. Yeah, we have good memories of that going between cars at E3.
PictoChat, you bet. Amazing little program. I guess it still works. I mean, it's not really online, so it's a local wireless app if you have your DS. And then they never made it work on 3DS, did they?
I think that there was some reasons where just like nervous, eras changed and perceptions maybe different.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
unfortunately, I think MacMan isn't quite ready with Skype. Just we'll put the word out there. If you do want to get in on the call, sorry for the short heads up on this, but you will need Skype installed and have your login. Actually, be logged in. Be ready to add me. I can give you the instructions, but it helps to have the software up and ready. So if you think you might want to be on the show, if you guess correctly, you won't have much notice. Sorry about that.
But
congrats to MacMan.
You are our winner, so please work with Carmine in the chat room, and I'm sure you can get a prize. So let's reveal the game. This is, I guess this was my pick. It is Celeste for Switch. It is an excellent game. Certainly a contender for Game of the Year, I believe. And I don't know, it's really good. It's a game I saw Johnny playing, and at first it didn't really grab me. But when I played it, it sunk its teeth into me pretty good. It's got a
feel, right? Like the more you play it, I feel like the feel of the controls and the physics and the jumping and the timing of how those levels are put together, it starts to really solidify, and you start to get like a very reflexive kind of feel for the game, and then it really puts that to the test.
Yeah, there's very much a momentum to this game where just like once you kind of get the feel for it, you're going to go on a run and clear several levels before you run into or stages and rooms. I don't know what you want to call them. And then you'll just hit a wall and be banging against the wall, but it's very snappy.
I think it's just one of the most solid feeling platformers in a very long time.
Yeah, I have a weird complaint about the game. I think it has too much content, which is a weird complaint to have, but I mean, I like I said, this game has a lot of momentum, so I really didn't want to put it down and come back to it later because I felt like there's no way I'm going to be able to brush off my skills quickly and pick up where I left off.
Yeah,
and so I mean, I really worked hard to complete the B-sides and eventually did. And in some cases, I'm not quite sure how I did. It was like I thought I was doing the same thing as before, but there's some quirks in some of the physics later in the game. And then there are these freaking C-sides. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I just like, nope, I'm done.
They are relatively brief, but very, very difficult and with less generous checkpointing.
So the C-sides was the answer to the hint question.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I spoke a lot on this. Any quick thoughts or statements, or have you guys all said your piece on Celeste before?
Celeste was robbed, man. It is one of the best games of the year. Yeah, I don't think it got enough credit at the end of the year when people were doing their lists and whatnot. There you go. Thank you, Greg.
People heard it.
I have not finished that episode yet. It just came out last week.
Apologies for the spoiler.
Oh, I'm the least spoiler sensitive person.
But we're broadcasting this live.
Yeah. Oh, that's
all right.
That's a good point. Good point.
Yes, we'll go on to the next game now.
Sometimes I forget there's an audience, Mike.
Yeah. Well, we're hanging out, having fun.
Yeah,
right?
We're doing a show together. Hey guys.
And there is a charity we're raising money for. Looks like we're still at $4,135. But the next stretch goal is where is that stretch goal? I know we have it on here.
I think it's Don's. Well, one of them is Don's Mario Party 5.
Yes, discussing growing up with video game music. How appropriate. We got to unlock that during the segment. The Reardon brothers discuss growing up with video game music. Come on. We want to hear that. Let's unlock this segment. Let's do it. Game 2. I'd like to apologize if there's some Skype noises on this stream. I know I disabled that at some point on Skype, but clearly that is reverted due to some update. So I apologize. I'll dig through, try to see what I can do, but I have no idea where that is within this menu. Well, anyway,
yeah, it's
maybe disable chat notifications entirely. There we go. That might work. Okay.
Music, that's what we're here for. We're jamming to these classic tunes. I don't know, this one sounds old, but maybe it's not.
That isn't a hint, is it?
No. Not intentionally. So catchy. Oh my gosh. This is my pick.
This is your pick.
It makes me happy to hear it.
Want me to read the question for you? I didn't post
I can read it.
You got it? All right, go for it.
Yeah, that's what phones are for. I've got so many devices right now. Okay, hint question for game number 2. What mobility upgrade does this sequel apply to the main character's golf swing ability?
Ooh, there's a hint.
I like to pack in some details. TYP, I have some exciting news.
Oh boy, what is it?
Yeah. 3 people got this game correct, all within the span of about 60 seconds, and I am detangling the winner right now.
Oh no. We need better timestamps.
No, I think I've got it. So one person got it at 12:23 p.m. Pacific time, and 2 people got it at 12:24. And I think even a 4th person got it after that. I'm really proud of our listenership right now because this is a fairly obscure game, and I just love that people got it. So, okay, our winner is Klex Yoshi.
All right.
Yeah. A telethon superstar.
That's right. A tradition, an institution.
Indeed. I think I can get Klex here on the chat if Skype will work for me. Let's see.
Well, I know John was able to add someone, even though I started it. So hopefully you can add.
Well, we're trying. I'm sorry. This is it. Skype just takes too long to connect with people. But
we're gonna need to figure out how to use that Google Hangout thing next time. It was originally proposed, and we thought this would be more familiar, but clearly we're failing here. While you're trying to get Klex on, why don't we reveal the game, and maybe he can share some thoughts.
Sure. Actually, I think I can get him on right here. Nope. Wave? Is that a Skype thing?
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
There's a button to add people to this call.
I'd have to. Yeah.
If Klex is on if you know the username for Klex.
I do, but I'm sorry. This is a disaster.
This is a disaster. Okay, so Johnny, reveal the game.
Every single time I use it. The game is DuckTales 2. Yes, the illustrious, rather obscure sequel to the fan favorite DuckTales on NES by Capcom. It does have similar music, perhaps not as iconic. I'm going to say definitely not as iconic as the original DuckTales soundtrack, which of course has the moon theme. The theme for the moon level is considered, I think, one of the all-time greatest video game songs and has been remixed 1,000 times. But DuckTales 2, also very good soundtrack. I've been playing it recently on the Disney Afternoon Collection, which is unfortunately not available on Switch, mysteriously. It's the only, I think, Greg or 2IP, you might know the name of the developer, Frank Cifaldi's studio that does the retro collections.
Digital Eclipse? Is that them?
Yeah, maybe so. Digital Eclipse. Yeah, I don't know, but they're doing I think Another Ocean is involved maybe too. That's Mike Micah's. But anyway, Other Ocean. But yeah, they did the Mega Man collections, and they did the SNK 40th anniversary collection, and they also did this Disney Afternoon collection that has a bunch of Rescue Rangers and Darkwing Duck and Tailspin, and of course DuckTales 1 and 2. And so I've been playing it lately. It's not. I don't know if it's as good as the first one. It's a little more complicated, but yeah, they added this golf swing ability where you can jump up in the air while swinging your club, which it feels weird and is hard to do. So it fits perfectly in with the DuckTales franchise.
Yes, bad controls. That's what everyone wants in their DuckTales games.
Yeah, the Pogo controls are actually a little easier, I think, in this one. They're more like that remake that was Way Forward, didn't it? Yeah. It was a pretty good remake, I thought, of DuckTales.
I liked it. I mean, I didn't play the original DuckTales that much. I just had it at a friend's house, and so I appreciated the refined controls, even if it makes things a little easier.
Word up. So that's DuckTales 2. Congrats to Klex Yoshi, and I'm sorry for Skype.
Yeah, it's my fault, not yours, Johnny. It's okay.
No, I don't think it's your fault. I think it's Microsoft's fault.
Okay, well, we got 30 minutes left. I think we can get through 3 games, especially if we tragically don't have any call-ins successfully working. Let's go on to the next game. Well, better late than never. Better late than never. Klex, you are on now. Please.
Hi, kids. Did you miss me? DuckTales 2. This actually, unfortunately, was like my third guess as I was like throwing things out in the dark.
You're still the first one to guess it correctly.
Yeah. This conjured images of late 80s, early 90s furry game that I played at my cousin's house, and he's got like a bajillion NES games. So I'm like, is this Darkwing Duck? Is this Rockin' Cats? By the way, that game's awesome. You should play Rockin' Cats. And it turns out it was DuckTales 2, which wasn't even a thing I played at my cousin's house because I had the Game Boy version of DuckTales when I was a kid, and didn't end up playing DuckTales 2 until I was a dirty, dirty pirate in my mid-teens. And yeah, the soundtrack really didn't stick with me, which is why it took me so long to get. I usually think of that little theme that like the Scottish Castle has in that game, where it's like da 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 ba ba da ba da ba da ba ba da. But yeah, I would have picked it up right away if I heard that. But still, good stuff, good stuff. Play DuckTales 2. Get Disney Afternoon Collection. It's great. You can even rewind. All right, thanks for seeing y'all. Bye.
Thanks, Klex. Sorry it took us so long to get things worked out.
Yeah, really. I think we have a method to make it work better. We're going to try something for the next time because I already have a winner for this one.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Good job, guys. Kicking some butt here with the guesses. Second song, for those of you who are still trying to figure it out. Great music. All right, here's your hint question. And then we'll reveal the game with our listener guest, hopefully. All right, near the beginning of the game, what can you receive by asking for a dead worm? Okay. Do we have
Was this yours, Mike's, or
this was my pick? Yeah, this was my pick. I had 2 picks. Actually, I had 3 picks.
So our winner today is Anna, but she's sick and does not want to be on the call. So congratulations to Anna. She correctly guessed this game, which is Grim Fandango Remastered for the Switch.
Yes, that's right. Grim Fandango is out on the Switch.
Finally on a Nintendo system after almost 20 years? Is that right?
I don't know. Well, it's an old game.
I think it came out in like 2000 originally. It's a classic. I've never played it, but this hint question seems very difficult to me. Anna didn't get it either, even though she knew the game.
So it's near the beginning of the game. But there's a balloon animal salesman, and what you want to get for the puzzle is just some unused balloons, just empty balloons that you can fill up. And so if you choose the dead worm question, you just get a balloon that's not filled with anything, right? Whereas you can get, like an animal, whatever, a dog or a cat or whatever. So sorry if that was a bit of an obscure question. I didn't want to go with my lazy, who's the name of so-and-so. That was my first. That seems to be what I always ask about. So I tried to mix it up a little bit. I failed. Yeah, Grim Fandango Remastered is a game I've been playing through. It's I don't know. So Johnny, you haven't played this. Greg, have you played this game at all, or the original?
I bought it because it was on sale for a very affordable price. It's a game I've heard about over many, many years. In the magazines. But I think it was the late '90s when it came out, and but never played before. So
Frank Guillaume is a huge fan, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I was in the same boat. I mean, the first time I had heard of the game was mentioned. I think at some event I was at in like 2001, and everyone started clapping, like, "Oh, okay, what's this game?" So this is an adventure game. It's kind of like a I won't say refined, but it's a one of the later LucasArts adventure games for PC, and I mean the writing is great and the voice acting is very good. It really has a great sense of place. The editing of the audio, understandably, they chop things up a little bit. So sometimes there's a little bit of an abrupt kludging of things together. But I mean that they were working with limited space probably, and editing things as they built the game. But it really is a great game. I really want to love this game, but the actual gameplay itself gets in the way for me because the PC adventure games of that era, it's really easy to overlook something. I mean, like, the fixed camera angle pre-rendered stuff where there's some pathway in the corner that you don't even see. And so you're banging your head against the wall because you just don't know there's another area over there, that kind of stuff, So I almost wish that, maybe I'll just do a Let's Play if I can find someone who doesn't actually talk at all. But I mean, it's a really great game in terms of characters, presence, really interesting stuff. So it's worth checking out, but you probably want to have a FAQ readily available. Once again, I chose to play a game on a plane that maybe wasn't the right choice to play on the plane. I really spent a long time on something really dumb, frankly. But yeah, check it out, especially if you can get a good deal on it. Because I can see why it's a classic. And if you're a fan of Ace Attorney games or things like that, they kind of have roots in the same place. So
I think I would mainly be in it for the voice acting.
It really is. I'm not going to use the word charming. It's very amusing. Some very funny writing, delivered very well. And it's an interesting setting. I think it's kind of, I don't know. I think it's maybe going for like a 30s, when mobsters were real big, but set in the undead world of, I guess, Mexico or something that seems a lot like it.
Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a very interesting game, and I played a little more of it a few days ago and got a little further. It's good stuff.
Nice.
We do have 2 more games. I don't know if we're going to get to both of them, but we'll at least get to Greg's request here, and we'll see where it goes from there. And of course, excellent song selections by Greg here.
Very pleasant.
It's not too far you could go wrong, I think, with this soundtrack.
That's true. My apologies for not letting this loop on the live stream. If I edit it before posting on the podcast, I'll put in a longer version of some of these songs. But I do want to try to get through it all, if at all possible. Greg, can you give us your hint question?
Sure. So what word can be made by correctly arranging the initials of all the playable characters' first names?
That's in a very exciting song there, Greg.
Well, yes.
I think Mega Man Retro is on the call. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, it works! Technology.
Oh.
Someone figured it out.
Oh, finally.
Please reveal the game, Mega Man.
This would be Octopath Traveler.
Yes, it is. And do you know the name of the name? Oh my God! Please, I'm just gonna shut up. Greg, take it over.
Yes, the word that you can make from all the playable characters' first names.
Unfortunately, I don't know it. I've only gotten like half of them unlocked so far. So.
It is in fact Octopath. That's why.
Oh.
If you're wondering about the inflection on the word, that's why. Because I refuse to acknowledge that as a word.
Yeah,
But
is it officially a word if it's been like published on, a million boxes or
and that's
copies?
Also, the fixation with 8 is also why I think they have to spell traveler with the single L, even here where we spell it with the extra, what you would redundant L, because it's an 8-letter word as well. So it's it's all about the 8.
Oh my
God.
God.
Very important.
So Johnny, to answer your question, that it would be a proper noun probably, but not a Scrabble word.
Right. Would not work in Octopath. I'm not going to get away with that one in Scrabble. Not anytime soon. Maybe once it becomes culturally ubiquitous.
So Mega Man, any particular thoughts on this game?
I just personally like how they did the storyline where they have all the different characters spread out. The only thing I didn't like about it was more or less that it seemed like you had to be like really high level to get through like one branch of the story. And I kind of like just following like a single path instead of like spreading them all out, because my memory is really bad and it's hard to like keep track of everything, even though they do like the little synopsis at the beginning of the chapter to try to catch you up to where you're at.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Seems like you should, I don't know. I haven't played this game. I could see from a structure standpoint giving you an option to continue or break, but maybe that would break the balancing of the the enemy leveling system.
Yeah. I've heard that complaint from several people. So if they ever make a sequel, which seems like they might because it's been a big hit, maybe they would address that. By the way, I want to just point out, this seems to be a really popular game among our audience today. I've got a lot of correct guesses for this. So just congrats again to you, Mega Man, for being the first among many.
Yeah, thank you.
You have the fastest mind, despite your memory.
Yeah, well, the only reason I made it was just because I've been playing it this week. So otherwise it wouldn't have happened.
It works out. Well, you weren't playing DuckTales 2 this week? What's wrong with you?
It could have been. I mean, it is it's not like you'd have to have the cart, I guess.
It should be fresh on everyone's mind.
It's a great soundtrack though. Really, really good. I mean, I enjoyed the game. I think probably more than James seems to be enjoying it, but with some reservations. But good God, that soundtrack is. It's really, because I mean, Bravely Second, which is sort of like a successor to, didn't add a tremendous amount to the great soundtrack of that first game, but this is like complete. There's some overlap in terms of like the 8 characters have character themes that are based somewhat prominently around a single instrument, which is similar to what they did with the 4 in Bravely Default, but it's got its own feel. It's got some very strong themes. I'm sure, Johnny, you'd like the Tressa's theme is based around the harmonica.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, Octopath is a game that I feel like I wouldn't play that much of, just based on the extensive conversation I've listened to about it. But I could definitely see myself dabbling, and it's nice that, if I was interested in a particular character, like because of the soundtrack, then I could just go there and play that piece of it, and then. But I guess like you were saying, maybe I couldn't just stick with that character and see it through to the end, because it forces you to go out and play other characters and build them up as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I might just wait for the sequel and I'll listen to the soundtrack.
I think they've been teasing another Bravely game pretty strong.
That first one was worth about 3. I'm good on Bravely Default for a while.
Okay, gentlemen, we have like 6 minutes left.
We can
try to squeeze in the last one because the soundtrack is pretty brief, I think.
Yeah.
So let's do it. We may not have much time to talk about it. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. First song. Second song. Snappy, snappy, snap, snap, snap.
Okay. We have a winner, and I think we're gonna have a caller. So.
Oh wow, great.
Yeah. We're
So here's the
trying
hint
to make it
question.
snappy.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Hint question. Who cheers on player 2 at times during the competition?
Who specific?
See, there's that name question.
Yeah.
Well, of course this guy's gonna get it. Come on. That's like this is like cheating. Insider trading or something.
Well, yeah, so we have Justin Berube on the line. Hey, Justin.
Justin, can you hear us?
He might be muted.
What?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, we hear you now.
I didn't have a list of...
Oh no.
Well, technical difficulties there, but yeah. So Justin Berube is on our staff, of course. He's the King Nintendo fan, and hey, dude, yeah, you were the first, but of course not eligible to win here. But our winner wasn't able to call in, noise concerns and whatnot. So, oh wow. Okay, so Cutestifer, shout out to Cutestifer, our winner for this. We will hook you up with Carmine in Discord and set you up with a prize. But since you weren't able to call in, I figured let's bring in Justin. He knows what he's doing. Hey, dude.
Yeah, I really like this game. I know a lot
What
of
is
people
it?
don't. It's NES Open Tournament Golf.
Yeah,
That's right. You got it.
classic. The Iwata Classic.
Oh yeah.
Did he work on this one or did he work on the original? Did he work on both of them?
Or is it? Oh, is this different than NES Golf?
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
one that was like released in the late NES. What is it? 1992, something like
It's
that.
quite a lot more advanced, with different sort of strengths of swing and the Mario characters more explicit rather than just a sort of generic fat bloke.
Yeah. So Justin, you actually like this game. It sort of grew on me a little bit as I played it on my Switch, but why do you like it? I think it's pretty crude.
I mean, I kind of grew up with it a little bit, playing it even before Mario Golf 64 came out, which was kind of like the big Mario Golf game that solidified the franchise, in my opinion. But
Yes.
but yeah, it has a lot of the ideas that were put into that game in this game, and I think once you get used to the controls and get practice a little bit, it plays pretty nice. But it does there's a learning curve.
There's definitely a learning curve. Apparently, the Japanese version has even harder courses. I think the course design's pretty evil already in the US
That's an
version.
interesting point because not only obviously with the Famicom online app on Switch, if you've got a Japanese account, you can see the Japanese version there. But the bigger thing is, I think in that they had unlockable courses, which it's not great if you just want to kind of dip in. on the Switch Online sort of app because you're going to take the time to unlock them. But happily, they did an SP version with the courses unlocked, so you could see more courses and more music for that.
This kind of shocked me when I tried the Famicom Mini, which I imported from Japan. I'm like, oh, NES Open, and there was only one course available, and I think it was the Japanese course. And then you go and play ours, and I think there's 3 courses just unlocked from the store.
I think that's got something like 5, but so you have to unlock them. But with the magic of Switch Online, you don't have to unlock them. So yeah, if you do like this, there's more game to be found there.
And there is a 2-player mode, and Justin, you know the answer to that. The second player, you're playing as Luigi, and who's your caddy?
It is Daisy, I do believe.
That is correct.
Yes.
Although her color scheme is a little bit off because it's the NES. But
did she even have a solidified color scheme at that time? Since she was,
that's a good question. I don't know.
I'd have to look into that.
I guess it was quite
her color debut.
It was quite exactly. It was quite new, Mario Land at the time. So I guess that was one of her first repeat appearances after that.
Yeah, I do believe that our time slot is over. I don't know if the hook has been pulled to Inkasoft stage yet or not, but
okay,
we should probably wrap things up.
Well,
thank you everyone for playing along. Thank you all, Johnny, Greg, Justin. Thank you for coming on and talking about this better game than I originally give credit for. I still think Game Boy Color game is the real realization of the ideas.
With the RPG and everything. Yeah.
But okay, thank you all. Please donate. And I'm not sure who's next on our list here. And am I rambling to just 3 people right now?
Just a sec.
We're working on it.
All right. So do we need to fill time or not?
Oh, fill time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Vamp.
No, we're good. We're good.
Are we on the hold music now?
No.
Oh, okay. We do need a vamp. All right. So
next up is Into the Gods of Porting Sega Titles. Wow, that is going to be interesting. So many.
Say goodbye.
So many Switch games from those people. That would be great.
Jeopardy. Who's doing Jeopardy?
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye.